Welcome to Pure Fuckery, the podcast. I am your host. It's your favorite Dr. Bay, Monique Ross. In today's episode, I got my homeboy here. He is the man, the myth, the legend. He is CEO, owner, president, all these hats. And he said he was a troublemaker. So, in the event that the beginning of the last episode is messed up, or the first recording is messed up, then we'll keep that part. Welcome to Pure Fuckery, the podcast, Mr. Enk'dbrand. This is Mr. Enk'dbrand.
Thank you.
He's here.
One of the first times I've actually been out without covering up my face.
That's what's up. I appreciate you letting the people know who you are, that, you know, they know.
I spent so much time trying to avoid my face being seen, but
why do you want to be hidden, Mr. Enk'dbrand? Is this like part of your brand where you hide behind this facade, this mystery man?
I mean, to be real, like, the brand is genuine for me. Like, from the tattoos, the graffiti, the skateboarding, all the different representation, the art, it's all like close to home. And like me being an ex-tagger, you never really wanted your face out there.
Right. Okay.
And then growing up the way I grew up, it's like I never really wanted my face to be out there. Plus, on top of that, being an artist, you want your artwork to be able to stand alone without people too much focusing on the creator. You want the statements to be the work itself.
Right.
So I never really wanted my image or people really knowing who I was to affect the gravitation to the artwork.
Gotcha.
Because the brand itself is actually it's all original artwork. It's actually all my original drawings and everything. So
sure, that's what's up. So give us what's under the umbrella of Enk'dbrand. Give us all of your expertise. You mentioned you tag.
I used to tag. I would never say I will never say I was a dope graffiti artist. I'm gonna be 100 with you. I used to just tag my name and keep it moving on almost any and everything. It might be some cars out there like back in the day that had my name on the side. I'm just being honest. But it is what it is.
Has your tag always been Enk'dbrand? Has that always been
not the way it's spelled? No.
Okay, so
actually, the crazy thing is, like, Enk'dbrand is just what Instagram allowed me to use.
Okay.
My brand is actually just Enk'd. E-N-K''D, which originally my tag name was I-N-K''D. I walked away from that, and then when we got into the age where people were like, yo, why don't you Google your name and see what comes up? And I literally just got back in St. Louis, probably from like either Chicago or Detroit, and I was like, let me see what comes up.
Okay. I
found that somebody used my name. I don't know how you do that, but somebody actually used I-N-K''D.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, all right, well, I just wanted to see. At that time, I wasn't doing a clothing brand, so I changed it to I-N-K''C.
Okay.
Just to do artwork under. And then along with my younger brother, like, I started this, we came up with this Popular Misfits. With the Z at the end, and we were going to do like our production company and everything musically under that, because I started off as an A&R under Interscope, under a label under Interscope. So when we started doing that, I loved the name so much, my artwork started reflecting the name.
Okay.
So I got back into drawing graffiti characters, the little graffiti kid and everything, and then I decided the character itself is based off of my son. Like, I started sketching everything he was doing when he was little.
That's dope.
Like,
wow.
When you see the little kid with his butt hanging out and spray painting on the wall, my son actually did that. He won't admit to it, but he took like some hairspray or something. He was trying to help clean up, and he took like some cleaning spray and sprayed it on the wall in that manner, and then took a rag and started wiping it. And from that moment, it was like, and then my sister asked me to commission some stuff, so asked me to sketch up some things, and before I knew it, like, I started doing these characters.
Okay.
And I just decided to make Enk the main character. Like, I swapped out the I for the E in respect and honor for my daughter, since my son had the character itself, I made the name match her because her name's Kennedy.
Okay.
So yeah, and then before I realized it, like, I started doing these sketches, and I was doing music. I was still developing artists and all that, and being an artist, you want to be able to move freely at your own beat. But being an A&R, you move to the beat of other artists.
Sure.
So I kind of grew tired of that. Like, I couldn't move creatively for a while, and some things happened that led me to want to step away from music. So I stepped away from music for like a month. My sister commissioned me to do an art piece for her, and that's where the actual development of my sketches wind up. I ended up coming up with that technique and just got requests to put it on t-shirts. Like, Russell Simmons actually retweeted my artwork.
That's dope.
Global Grind retweeted my artwork like a couple of times, and from there, homeboy of mine who was on The Voice, Jamie Irwin, dug into me about really putting my stuff on shirts.
Sure.
My homeboy Brooklyn, like, basically my friends, the type of friends I got, they won't let you sleep on your
talent and
your
gifts. That's what's up. Everybody needs those friends, man. Get you some friends that are going to push you into your purpose and encourage you to pursue it, man. For real. That's just a little tidbit, because hey, it's not always just fuckery. I started be dropping gems on here, bro. I do. I started be dropping mad gems on here.
Connect 4 pieces. Like, on the low, on behind the scenes, she whooped my ass in Connect 4.
I whoop everybody's ass in Connect 4. They know it. Like, you know.
Like, I gotta step my game up. Like, I ain't played Connect 4 in like a minute, and then I'm like, damn, am I that rusty? Like, damn,
no, I'm just that good.
Like, I'm talking about she doing chess moves on the Connect 4, and I'm like, bruh, like, nah, man, I can't, you can't be having me out here looking messed up like that. I don't know if the camera was going or nothing. Like, if y'all see them Connect 4 games,
no camera
I haven't played
in
a while.
Playing Connect 4.
I haven't played. She doing tournaments, like Tekken tournaments or something.
I did not record us, but no, you guys know I be playing Connect 4, and that's why I'm so good, because I play all the time. Typically, whoever comes to record, and then my kids and I, we sit up and play Connect 4. So
she already hustling on Connect 4. Y'all don't put y'all money up. Don't put it up.
I would never bet on it.
I don't even know if I still got a car outside, to be real with you.
It's hilarious. You have a great, he has a dope ass personality and a great sense of humor. So stop hiding behind.
Money gone. Lost it on Connect 4.
That's a good one. Stop it. Stop. We did not play for money.
Nah, we didn't play for money. If the government watching, there is no need for me to put this on my tax.
Even if the government is watching, we did not play for money. Stop it.
Alright, my bad.
Yeah, no, it's all good. You're all good. But so you got this umbrella of. I'll cut you off. I asked you about your tag. What are your brands? What do you have under this? I gotta bring us back. You guys, you know what it is.
Initially, I started off with music and doing like photography and like being under a label that was under Interscope. It's like you come across some dope artists that can't really afford to push at a certain level, and it's not on the radar of the major labels. So my give back was to, like, my city. I'll be real with you. My city is amazing to me. Like, yo, we are known for artistry. Whether people realize it or not, this city, the city that I'm from, St. Louis, is like the city I grew up in. I gotta be honest, I grew up and lived in a lot of different places, but St. Louis is where I call home. And the artistry, the artists here, like, I believe in damn near 90% or 95% of any artist I've ever come in contact with.
I must have seen the 5% last night. Let me tell you, this is a real quick sidebar, because y'all know I crave attention. No, seriously. Last night my sister talked me into coming down to the skating rink, the stadium.
Okay.
I go down there, and she didn't tell me this until I was there. It was a rap battle. I had my roller skates tied up like across my shoulders. No bullshit. It's on my story. Anyhow, you're on roller skates. I'm going to skate. And I really didn't get to skate. It was a rap battle, and then
I hate that
there was a chopper in the building. So the owner called the police, and it got shut down. So I came home.
Was this the Palace?
No, the
St.
stadium. The stadium down on South Broadway. Down on South Broadway in River de Pere area. Like,
some of y'all might not know this, but that sounds like the Palace or Skate King or something, like back in the day where they was having like shootouts in the parking lots. Like, yeah.
Man.
But okay.
Anyhow.
Our city is real.
Continue your story. Real. My bad.
But yeah, so
what were you talking about?
So working with artists, like I would develop artists that couldn't really get the major labels to look for, and we would just I would call myself trying to up their level of creativity, but in actuality they were doing the same for me. So it led me to direct videos, photo shoots. Like, I modeled for a period of time that I would never show any pictures to light. Like,
share the pictures.
Yo,
send
like
them to me. I can use them for promo.
You heard how she asked me to send her pictures? Guys, they asked for photos.
It's for promo.
That's what some of these dudes say.
You didn't say that they were like.
They wasn't like that. But I did calendars, and I had a modeling deal in Tokyo, and I turned it down because I felt like I was too street to be on the runway that much. But yeah, so
you could have did it.
I did it, but I never showed
Prison
the
Bae. Like, you're not Prison Bae, but you could have did it, bro. Anyhow, I'm trying to convince him. Send me the pictures. I can use them for promo. Be great promotion.
Maybe after a few more glasses, but
maybe we'll see.
Anyway, like I took a major lesson. I won't say a loss. A major lesson with music that led me to step away from music for like a month. Within that month, my homeboy Brooklyn talked me into.
Don't say names. Don't say his name.
I'm sorry.
He might not want his name.
Oh, he everybody thought he was the owner of the brand for the long. I was pushing that man like crazy. Like,
I'm
sorry, I got a video shoot in a few minutes, but yeah. So Brooklyn and a few others talked me into putting my artwork out there. So I put my artwork out there. Global Grind, we retweeted it. That led me to doing t-shirts, and from there we did t-shirts, hoodies, skateboard decks. Still shooting projects for people, like artists and brand developments behind the scenes. Like, it's a lot of other brands that I worked with and developed aside from my own brand. So yeah, it's a lot. But I will say this: if you ever thinking about starting a brand, before you launch your brand, copyright, trademark, get all your documents and paperwork and everything together. Even if it's just a thought, like a thought to you, I always feel like there's always two people with the same idea set.
Right.
So what you're thinking about, your counterpart is somewhere else trying to put it out. The trick, and when it comes to branding and coming up with your own brand or whatever, is to be the first to get it out there and to make it make sense. So during that time frame that you come up with something that you really believe in, copyright it, trademark it, get all your documentation together.
Word.
Because I did that like on a humbug with my artwork way before I came out with the brand. I didn't even know I was going to do a clothing brand, but coming from music and coming from telling artists to copyright and trademark their names led me to just go ahead and copyright and trademark my own artwork.
I wish I had known you when I was starting all this. I didn't know to do that, but shortly after I started this podcast, one of my homegirls, she's from Just Lavish Boutique, she came on, but before that she made a post on Facebook and she said something to the source like copyright your brand, trademark it and blah blah blah. And I started looking into it, and then I just had some random guy reach out and tell me that he's like, sis, you should copyright and trademark your shit. He's like, I feel like you're gonna get picked up by a bigger platform, so you should have all your ducks in a row now. And yeah, bullshit you not, hey, I got some shit in the bag, but I'm not gonna tell y'all just yet. I gotta wait till everything is solid in stone. But speaking of which, your girl, your favorite Dr. Bae, hey, we making some moves. We'll see. Anyhow, we gonna put it back on Mr. Enk'dbrand.
That's real though. Like, I learned that from the music business. Like when you think about the music game, a lot of people chase after labels, but the label are only chasing after popular artists.
Right.
So it's like you're only popular as much as your name can make them bank. So if you own the rights to your name, you insure yourself to bank.
Right.
Like when I launched my brand, I had everything lined up. Needless to say, less than a year out the gate, I've had several different other entities piggyback off my name. Like, this is actually a name I came up with and trademarked like years before.
Right.
But to have people wait, there are people like a label, as far as music, a label does not jump behind an unknown artist. They jump behind someone or something that has momentum to it.
Yep.
So it's the same thing in regular life. Like, you can come up with something and start pushing it recklessly, but if you don't own the rights to it, all you're doing is just pushing it to where somebody else is just going to capitalize on your shortcomings of knowing the business. Like copyright, whatever. If you believe in it, get the paperwork together.
Yep.
That's because at the end of the day, you build a business to continually to fund your passion or to sell that business at some point. Now, if you don't own the rights to your business, what are you building it up for? All you doing is insuring money to the next person.
Word. Hey man, he dropping some knowledge. I hope y'all got y'all notepad out there. All right, we gonna so did you lay out your entire package? What you offer? What services, business? What's your brand?
For the most part, like
for the most part,
if you need assistance in branding yourself, I'm open to speak to anybody.
You go brand? Can you brand me? I can't like.
We can talk about that. As long as it ain't over Connect 4, we good.
All right, with that. That's dope. Hey, I'm dead ass serious. I'm a rap with him.
I'm bitter on that loss.
All right. What else? So typically I ask, what drives you? What's your passion? What pushes you? Motivates you?
Man,
Hard work.
Create the artwork and outdoing my last efforts. Like, I'm an artist first. Like, my brand. All the artwork you see on the brand is all my original artwork.
That's dope.
So for me, it's like, as an artist, I'm looking for a different canvas or a platform to express myself. So, and then on top of that, it's like, with being an artist, all the art that you put out is somehow reflecting and connected to you. So it's like, if I get to, like, I don't put my stuff on skateboard decks. I used to skateboard. I'm working on spray cans. I used to tag. Clothing. I mean, coming from the projects and everything, that's our clothes and stuff was how we got people to see us outside of our struggles.
Yep.
So it's like, man, to be honest, it's like I'm just driven by expression, like self-expression.
That's dope.
And I'm not gonna lie, like the people that follow our brand on IG and Facebooks and all these other platforms and even the website. Like, I get to hear about cities that from other countries and around even the U.S. that I never even knew existed just by the different hits that hit the website.
Right.
So for me, that's like inspiration to continue to be creative and to also seek out new places to touch, because I didn't know about it until people started reaching out to me.
Right.
Like, I travel a lot, but it's still like so much that I want to learn and continue to express and touch. So, man, it's a blessing.
That's dope, man. Most people, come down with the water version or watered down response, like, oh, my kids, that's what drives me. But you said it's
that's real. Man. I'm not gonna, I'm not gonna take away from my babies. Daddy was in the studios too much, and coming home and like, my kids used to like literally wait up until I came home to tuck them in or to lay next to them or lay on the floor or whatever. And it's like, but then to be real with you, I honestly, like, when my son was 5, I went to the school, pick him up, and they had a latchkey program at the school he was in. It was like University City in Missouri.
Okay.
And the head teacher was like, yo, stand here and just watch for a minute.
Okay.
I'm like, all right, what am I watching? She was like, just watch your son. Watch. I'm like, damn, what the hell he done? So all I see is like these kids steady walking up to my son and signing this clipboard that he has in his hand. And then he's got these other 2 kids, his 2 best friends. They're organized and like packaging stuff. I'm like, what's going on? It's like he started a business, and all the kids work for him.
What?
I was like, wait, what? And I'm like, Jay, come here for a minute. I'm like, what's going on? And he's like, oh, Dad, yeah, I started a business. Remember all them stories you was telling me? So I started my own business. He's 5.
Wow.
I'm like, what's the name of your business? Marker Hoggers. And I'm like, Marker Hoggers? Why? What made you come up with Marker Hoggers? Because it's like 26 kids in this classroom, and we get all these markers, and they always seem to come up short. So I figured out a system to organize them, and I got a whole, like, this dude had a conveyor belt, everything. Like, they literally made a conveyor belt, and you had to check out the markers and everything. Like, my son is a straight up hustling, and both my kids are artistic, and my daughter is like really into fashion. Like when Willow came out with that swing my hair back and forth, my daughter really thought that was her sister. Like she looked at me and her mom was like, "Are we related?" And my kid's mom like looking at me like, you know, they really do seem like these Smith kids.
That's hilarious.
So my son like right now is making money off of his music. He started rapping like a year and a half ago, and Lil Tecca and a bunch of other major artists actually shouted him out that was around his age demographic. So I need to talk to him about managing his money better, because I took him to Neiman's and he spent $300 on a belt that his mama didn't know about. But I'm sorry, but it was a conversation that was gonna be had.
Sees this,
yeah, but we had to talk about the value of a house and a car. Which one is more valuable, the house or the car? Because the car is only gonna get you so far. The house is gonna really build your foundation. So we'll have to go into that in another moment. But yeah, my kids do play a major role in me even doing fashion, because I created the brand to be able to coach them and show them hands-on what they can accomplish. But then it became this thing where it's like they spit me ideas and I run with it. Like,
that's dope.
I get to see the different drip that they all offer, and it's like, dang, all right, okay, all right.
Wow.
You know, I understand what Tip and all these dads in the game be like. You know, my kids are dope. Like,
dope as hell. I got dope ass kids too, but I can't talk about them because I promised them I would stop talking about them on my podcast.
Yeah, I just broke my promise.
Sorry. Oh, that's what's up. You're giving people some insight in, you know, who you are, who your brand, you know, what you represent. You know, he's a pops first. He didn't mean to leave the babies out. He's a dad more than anything.
I was just with that kid shopping and hanging out this weekend. Like, we had that. I like having that one-on-one time to really pick their brains and see where they're at.
Yep, you got to spend that time, you know, and separately, so that you can focus all your attention in, you know, on that one kid.
Yeah, exactly.
You know, because
sure
sometimes they start feeling jealous and whatnot. You know, you just have to be able to give them each that one-on-one attention. That's dope. That's dope. All right, we gonna leave the kids alone. So, all right. So,
what we talking about?
You know,
you're gonna have to narrow it down.
He gotta give me some fuckery, y'all. Y'all know what it is. This is Pure Fuckery, the podcast. So I always ask my guests, you know, give us some fuckery, and then we got to get the top 5. So we'll get that later. But give us one example of some fuckery. You got it, bro. I believe in you. Like, it can be in any aspect of business where you just was like, this is some straight bullshit. Man, I know you got a story.
Let me tell y'all, aspiring models, okay? these aspiring, not expiring, but aspiring models. If that photographer, if he does not have a location outside of his you ain't got to sell your body to get in the game, okay? And I work with professional people. Like, I don't even really like conducting direct conversations with models unless we've had time to actually work together and really get to know each other, because we're in a different age of communication and operating. But as far as you aspiring models, Do not settle for less than you are worth. Be it financially, make sure you're getting paid for your shoots. Make sure you are not putting yourself in compromising situations, and this is the fuckery part, because you get a lot of photographers, be it female or male, that are using that camera to put you in a position that's not necessarily beneficial to you and not professional. Make sure that take somebody with you. Take a look at the situation. Don't put yourself in any compromising position. Like, you ain't got to sell yourself short to do some of the things. And the fuckery I see is like, you get a lot of people, and I'm not taking shots at nobody.
Right.
You get a lot of people that jump into a game without knowing who they are. Know who you are. Know what you want. Know how you see yourself before you allow somebody else to create an image for you. Like, I have a brand, but I saw my brand before I started branding it.
Right.
You are a walking brand. It's going to be some dudes and some women out here that's going to be trying to touch your leg and stuff and tell you that they can make you these false promises that they can't even make themselves, man.
That's
Don't
real
fall
talk,
for
man.
that shit. Like,
that's real talk. I done fell for the okie doke before. Yeah, I done fell for the fuckery before.
You got to know self. Like, your mom and your pops, whoever raised you, instilled a person in you. And you know yourself. Stay true to yourself and start branding the fuck out of that person. Like, don't look to somebody who's saying they got all this experience, but goddamn it, they still shooting out of their basement, or the only shoots that they trying to get you in, or I don't know, man.
Suggestive.
Yeah, like, just check the artwork. Like, it's some dope ass. Even if you are doing these like, you like risque or these exposure type photos, do your background on that photographer. Like, it's some dope photographers that's out there, but don't be doing it. If he got an iPhone and he trying to get you to pose. If he got an iPhone, I don't care if he got the 3 lenses, the 2 lenses, or the 1 lens.
Oh,
don't fall for the fuckery.
Don't fall for the fuckery. Ladies, he said fellas too.
Fellas, oh my God. Yeah, hey, bro. I done seen some dudes.
The ladies out here. And the dudes, the guys too. Wow.
Hey, these males be thinking they know it all. They benefiting off of this. Nah, y'all falling for the okie doke too. Learn your values as a man.
Know your worth, kings.
I can't snap right now. I don't know why.
Start snapping, y'all. Know your worth, kings. For real.
But like, know your value, man.
There you go.
Like, you are a walking brand, so you got to make sure that you protect your brand from the beginning to the end. Understand who and what you are and how you want to be perceived, because you never know what visually may get into somebody's hand. That one visual may get into the hands of somebody you've been trying to work with for hellas. And they might have only picked up on that one image, that one situation that you're not proud of. So protect your brand. Like,
I need to stop sending nudes, guys.
I had to do it. I had to stop, I mean, you get in relationships, women be sweet talking you, having you in your feelings, thinking you valuable.
I'm hollering.
I thought it was somebody to you. Delete them, please.
That's what's up, y'all. That's what's up, y'all. Alright, we gonna shut this down. He just gave us some fuckery. I appreciate you, bro.
Man,
so
I appreciate
give us your top 5 hip-hop artists. And you can do all time. However you want to do it. Top 5.
I mean, I don't care what year,
what order, what
Pac is definitely one.
Alright.
I gotta get up to Hove.
That's my boy.
Nipsey. I gotta give it up to Uzi, because
really? Somebody else said Uzi.
People sleep on Uzi because when you think about it, who's the first artist to hit 1 billion?
That's real talk.
That says something. And then you got to look at early Uzi. Uzi is a spitter. He learned to adapt to what was needed to get him in that light, but he still stayed true to himself. Like, I rock with Uzi because whenever you see Uzi, you don't see a fake artist.
Okay.
I have yet to see this dude get Hollywood.
All right.
Like, he is a genuine down to earth dude.
Like Lil Uzi from the beginning. Uzi.
And,
That's what's up.
What we at? What number is that? It's like 3.
You said Uzi, Pac, Hove.
Hove, Pac, Uzi.
2 more.
Oh shoots. Gotta give it up to Kendrick.
Kendrick. All right.
And Lauryn Hill.
That's dope. Nobody's ever said Lauryn Hill. Buddy Love. He was on episode 3. You know Buddy.
Yeah.
He came on. He was my first guest, I think.
I mean, think about it. You cannot look at
Uzi
any
Vert.
type of artist without seeing Lauryn. Drake, Lauryn. Nicki, Lauryn. Anybody that's even Erykah Badu. No disrespect, Lauryn.
Right.
Like,
I feel you.
and if she was a hip hop artist, I even throw Aaliyah in there.
That's what's up.
Like, these are people that touch spirits, and I'm sorry, I gotta start filming. And
We getting ready to cut
10
it
minutes
out,
ago.
y'all. We getting ready to shut it down. All right. He gave us his top 5. So
Yeah.
that's what's up. That's what's up. I appreciate you, brother,
I appreciate
for coming
you.
out, man.
Like,
It's
man,
mad
I don't know if you do
fucking
this.
love here on Pure Fuckery, the podcast. Plug your socials real quick. Let them know where they can follow you at.
Enk'dbrand, at Gmail, like Gmail at Enk'dbrand.
You want these
can
people
go-
emailing you? Like when my auntie sees some inappropriate
Hey,
photos,
yeah.
send them your Instagram. She
Go
ain't
to the
on
website,
Instagram.
Enk'dbrand.com. Yeah, go to the IG page, Enk'dbrand. I'm actually putting my face out there more. I made a promise to one of my partners before she passed that
That's what's
I
up.
would step back into the light, and this is the first interview since I've decided to do that. So
Hey, you a good looking brother. Put yourself
Man,
out there.
don't
The
be-
ladies
she got me
probably
drinking.
checking
Don't
for
be souping
you,
my head up. Next thing I know, I'm
man.
sending off news.
The
Look.
we gonna shut it down right there. Hey, y'all know where y'all can find me. So Sophisticated One on Instagram, pure_fuckery. Hit that YouTube channel,
Yo.
Pure Fuckery, the podcast.
Don't
Click
sleep on it.
like, subscribe, drop those comments down in the comment box, and I'll catch you all in the next episode. This is Monique Ross, your favorite Dr. Bay. Peace.